I need to see you.
Okay, so now we're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Bring yours up. I do. So,
You gonna go ahead and push? Go ahead and push live. The round, that round, yep.
So, okay, so can you put the banner up there and say the name and address?
Hi everybody, about to do lunch. Super excited. Please stay in. I'll post it later on. But, hi. Love you.
Oh, cool. That's a new feature. I didn't know it had going through.
Behind the scenes. Understand what's going on. Yes.
The other person, not for Jared, Sheldon, I'm going to be starting.
My turn. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Thank you, sir.
ask a question.
Okay.
Ask if they're working HK already.
So, I'll just lay it there. So currently, no, not working at HK. Decided to stay here in LA. Kind of a back and forth decision, but so far so good. So I'm excited to stay in LA. Not gonna leave LA just yet. So, hi everybody, thank you for joining in. Hi, Daddy, I see you. Love you, Daddy. What else? Any other questions anybody got while I'm waiting for my lunch date tonight?
Paige said, what's up from San Diego?
Hey, San Diego Paige, how you doing, girl? Long time no see. Long time no see you too, baby. How you doing?
Chef Randy Poe. Randy Classic, new tattoo.
Hey, Chef Randy. Yes, new tattoo. Yep, my rosary. Shout out to Mahoney. Very, very excited to actually have him tattoo me. So that was a true honor. They're at Shamrock here in Hollywood, off of Sunset Boulevard. This is absolutely amazing. The gentlemen there are top notch. So super excited to have his ink, on me. So, any lovely questions?
Hello from Italy.
Hey, Italy. Ciao.
Can you guys all hear on Bigo? Can you guys hear? Because I won't be able to see once I sit down because my eyes ain't that good. Just looking from down there to go up here like they just.
There you go.
I got 40-year-old eyes.
Hey, I hear you.
Yeah.
Hey, Toronto, Canada.
Hey, Toronto. Now, are they watching it sideways? Like, do they got to turn their phone to the side to watch it?
Oh, is it sideways? Oh, okay. Should I probably turn the other way?
No, they can turn it to the side.
They sit like this.
Oh, they got to.
Hi. Those of you who are laying in bed, not doing anything, Kovacs. Hey,
Right.
what's up?
And then this app too, you can't turn it. What is it? Portrait? The sideways portrait? Is that what that is?
I don't know. I'm not a photographer. I don't know the kitchen.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, sometimes you just miss out with the turn to the side. But anyway, it's all good. Here we are.
It's all good. I'm excited.
Welcome to Xi'an. Hi.
Thank you.
Kori.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Kori.
to meet you. Nice
Super
to meet
excited.
you, Kori. Yes.
This place is awesome. I've been here a couple times before.
Word.
Yeah. It's an amazing spot. Old school.
Word. It's my first time being here.
Oh,
I know
congratulations.
Cece though. I know Cece, the owner, and her partner. Actually DJ'd their wedding. It was awesome.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, see,
it was cool.
small
So
world.
it's a family affair. Family affair today.
Absolutely.
Turn up. Ah, man. So, well, first of all, how are you?
Fabulous.
Ian, how are you? Fantastic. Quay, how are you? He's always good.
Yeah.
Quiet.
He looks just like mine. How old's yours?
He's 19. He'll be 19 in December.
Oh, mine just turned 16.
You turned 16? Yeah.
Woo!
My youngest just turned 15.
Oh, Lord,
I have a
have mercy.
17-year-old also.
Oh, God bless you.
Yeah, but
God bless you.
the girls are easy.
Oh, yeah. Girls are easy. Boys,
Much easier.
He's not difficult. He's very quiet
mine is 2 until he's not.
until he's 9.
And then I'm just like, I want to kick you out of the house.
Oh.
I want to just a little bit. Just to shove you outside for a
We've
second.
never gotten to that point with him. He is very quiet.
Oh, good.
So, yeah. So, but no, when he's with his friends,
They change.
then he has a different
They
personality.
mutate.
Me and Mom is like, well, who is this guy? Like,
Yeah.
You can talk to us like that too.
Yeah,
We like
yeah.
jokes. We like laughter.
You're not cool enough.
So, yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
I bought we switched for my son a couple years ago for his birthday, and I got a Mortal Kombat. He goes, "I'm gonna teach you to play, Mom." I go, "Oh, you gonna teach me how to play Mortal Kombat?" Okay. I'm sitting there just doing all the tricks and stuff. He's like, "How'd you know how to play?" I go, "I was playing with quarters on the pinball machine." Like, come on, the whole
Yeah.
oh yeah, like that, a joystick hand and stuff.
Oh, turn up. Oh, no, I don't want these notes.
Oh,
I got notes.
notes for days.
I broke notes today.
It's water.
Boom.
It's water on us.
Alrighty. So
Hydrated.
while we're waiting,
And it is a beautiful day today.
it's a beautiful day today. I assumed that it was going to be chilly and dressed like a ninja,
Well,
and it is not chilly. It is hot. So now
it's been yucky the past few days. Windy and cold and not knowing what to wear.
I don't mind that, and I'm a super fan of the heat. I love the
Me
heat,
too.
but I like the break.
That's
I love the
Yeah.
break. I was like,
Yeah.
it's cooler outside. I didn't mind it. I
Yeah.
loved it, and yeah. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to fall.
I'm a tropical buddy, born and raised in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Turn
So
up.
heat, humidity, all the time, I'm fine with. It gets a little cold. I mean, it's 75 degrees. I'm like, I'm cool. Where's my jacket? Where's my flannel? My husband's just like, are you kidding me? It's like 80 outside. It's cold.
I read that you went to Aspen, Colorado a lot, didn't you?
Yes.
Were you not freezing there? Because that's Aspen.
But it was one of those things where it's an opportunity of a lifetime.
Okay.
So my son and I went there for a few years, and to actually see all 4 seasons
Yes.
is unbelievable. I've seen one season in its summer, so I don't know what any other seasons are.
Yeah.
So seeing all 4 natural seasons, the trees change, the snow come down, the snow melt, it being sunny, it being 100% snow all day long was a true, just memorable experience.
Nice.
But yes, I did 18 layers, long johns, jacket
Touch on
over
one thing?
jacket.
Hope so.
Oh,
Ooh,
awesome.
beautiful. Thank you.
Wonton spicy. Can you do spicy?
Oh, of course.
All right, spicy. And then that's a tofu salad with the cilantro oil dressing.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, CC. Shout out to CC.
Hey, Cece. Well, thank you for inviting me to lunch.
Well,
I'm
thank you
super
for coming.
excited.
We appreciate you being here.
Thank
Turn
you.
up. Now, what's the etiquette for this? Because my wife is Korean, so usually they put all the dishes in the middle, then you have your plate, and then you serve yourself.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I live with a big family. You better grab what you grab.
Oh,
You
turn
know what I
up.
mean?
And it took me a while to learn that too, because we would go to places and we would order things, and I'm thinking I'm ordering this for me, so I
Yeah.
would put my whole plate in front of
Mine.
me, and they're like, no,
No, that's what you're.
but we need to share. Yeah. So I learned to eat the easy way, the hard way.
Yep, I'm the same way. I learned from the beginning. She's like, my grandma was like, she goes, did you pay for that? I'm like, well, no. She goes, then it's everybody's food. I
Turn
put
up.
it in the refrigerator. It's everybody's food. But she's like, this is how it like. Okay. So mine is everybody's everybody. Eat what you want. Don't eat what you don't want. Totally fine.
That had to have been so cool. I love that because I read a few of the articles and interviews that you have done. And it was so inspiring to hear that you were in the kitchen with your family and you guys were cooking together and
Yes.
telling jokes. I'm like, oh, that sounds like Big Mama's house. Like, that just,
Oh, yes. Yes.
And I imagine that had the biggest impact on you to make you even want to step in the kitchen in the first place.
It did. It was funny because I can still remember the little girl in my grandmother's kitchen. And of course, it seems huge when you're a child. And sitting in the corner of the kitchen, and each one of my aunts has a station. Each one has their specialty. Each one has their dish. And to see them laughing and joking and making fun of each other and singing and in food. It was just a smell of food. And no one had a recipe book. No one had Google. No one had, I learned this on. No, it was their own recipes they were at the table.
Wow.
And the memory we were sitting at the table watching football or whatever game was on, smoking cigars or whatever. And the kids are running around, barefoot everywhere. And then dinner time would come and we would all sit at the table. And it was each wife would serve their husband and make sure everybody's got their food. And we'd all sit down and we'd sit them down and eat. And it was a moment of just pure happiness.
Yes.
Pure, just no issues, no arguing, no politics, no, well, you didn't, no, it's happiness.
Just happiness.
And then, of course, the dinner's over and they're all back to yelling and screaming at each other. But it was one thing that I thought, this is what food brings to people, is happiness. Food brings peace and love and,
Yes.
and yumminess. And so to me, food was a lot more than just, oh, we'll have to eat. It's something nutritious. It has to fill my body. No, it's happy, it's emotion, it's sharing, it's trying new things, and it's, you know, that camaraderie of just throw everything on the table and just everybody go to town. So that was what food's always been to me. So I'm just like, well, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So food to me is very sacred. So
I find food to be universal, like music. Like it's something about
Yes.
music and food are both things that bring
yes,
people together.
yes, most definitely,
Turn up.
definitely. Well, in that case, enjoy.
Enjoy. Bon appetit.
Yes.
All right, I'm jumping to my questions here.
Okay.
My first question is, what is your definition of a chef, and what does it take to be that?
Ooh, that is nice and spicy. Definition of chef. To me, a chef is someone who knows everything in the kitchen. It's like the chief. You're going to be able to know everything from dishwashing to waiting to cooking to sauteing to whatever you're doing in the kitchen. You have to know everything, even outside. You know, the front of the house versus back of the house. You have to know everything, and to be able to lead from behind instead of in front. Even though you're standing in front, you're leading from behind. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
So to me, it takes a lot of humbleness, a lot of passion, and a lot of just multitasking, you know, to really truly become a true chef.
Are you only a chef like professionally, or can somebody be a chef at their house? Like I'm a chef at my house. Like
Yeah, of course. I'm not professionally trained. I don't have a degree in culinary, so you know, you work your way up. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, you're a chef in your own kitchen. That's what you want to call yourself. Boom, chef.
Okay. Now, as a DJ, something that I had to do, especially for the sake of my wife when we would go out dancing, is I had to learn to not complain about the DJs.
Yes.
So, as a chef, when you go out to eat or with anybody who prepares you food, do you just enjoy it? Or is there any time in the back of your mind it's like, maybe they should have put some of this on it? Oh, they could have added a little bit of that. Like, can you turn it off?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm very humble in when someone feeds me. Whether I know what it is, I don't know what it is, I like it, I don't like it. I'm very humble because you took the time to feed me. You took the time to give me something from your culture, from your nationality, from your kitchen, from whatever you have. Maybe you don't have the money to feed your own family, but you came and fed me.
Oh,
So to me, food is a little bit of you giving to me.
Okay.
So if I'm at a fine dining restaurant, yes, I'm always, oh, the waiter should have done this, this. I always criticize a little bit just because I want everything to be perfect because I think everything to be perfect. But I'm not the kind of person who's just like, I'm going to go on Yelp and be like, oh, well, the filet was this and the potato did. No, not at all. Not at all. I will eat and enjoy, unless it's like really, really bad. I'm like, I want the best.
Can you pull someone to the side? Like,
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely. I'm very considerate to pull the manager or to pull the chef aside and be like, hey, this is my personal opinion. No disrespect to you and what you're doing, but why don't you try this next time? Or why don't you do this? Or this is what I think. You know, because I don't think it's good to yell at the waiter or the chef.
True that.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not the waiter's fault.
Not the waiter's fault.
You know? Or to go on social media and diss something because of your own opinion. My thing is, if I have an issue with something that I could see being a big problem, or I could hear from other tables, guess what? This is what I heard. This is what I see. But no disrespect to what you're doing, but it might help you a little bit.
Okay.
Do it. Do it. If you don't, you know, no big deal. So.
Got you. I think I do the same. Most of the time, I don't say anything to other DJs unless I know them.
Yes.
If I
especially
know
if you know them, you
Then
have
I might be
to
like,
know.
hey, bro, you all right tonight? Like,
Yeah.
you good? Like, you need me to step in? Like, but I had to learn though, because I was ruining date nights,
Ooh.
complaining the whole time, like,
That's
why
not
did he
nice.
do that? Why did he do that? Like, my wife would be like, I'm going home. I'd be like, okay. So I had to stop doing that.
Yes.
Okay. So you've completed on multiple cooking shows and won 2 out of 3. Am I correct?
Yes.
2 out of 3. Now, if you created your own food program, what would be the premise?
Oh, actually, we do have an idea.
Turn it up.
We do have an
And don't
idea.
nobody steal it. It's copywritten, so don't.
Yeah,
just-
don't steal this stuff.
Yeah.
This is mine.
Yeah.
So I love and will always respect Anthony Bourdain.
Okay.
May he rest in peace.
Yes. Yes.
I love the fact that he would go to countries and go to the heart and soul of the country.
Yes.
It wasn't bouginess. It wasn't about, this. It was about the core food, the people, what was going on. He would touch true topics, you know?
Yes.
So our idea is, have you ever heard of the Booze Traveler?
No.
Okay, the Booze Traveler goes, I think it's on Travel TV or Travel Channel, and he goes around the world and does alcohol or the cocktails or whatever liqueur comes from that country. But he goes around and learns about that, and then comes back at the end and has like dinner with the couples or with the family or the farmer or whatever, and they party and drink and educate about whatever national whatever. So our idea is to my husband and I to go to a country, say it's Mexico, because obviously you are Mexico. For instance, Oaxaca. Go to Oaxaca, and I'll go to the farm. I'll go to fishing. I'll do this, and he'll go to like the mezcalerias, the pulquerias, places like that. Learn, educate himself.
What does that mean?
So mezcals, like tequilas.
Okay.
Pulque is like a type of moonshine.
Okay.
So they'll go to the moonshine places, learn all that stuff, and then we'll both come back at the end of the show, and we'll break bread and educate each other on what we learned and what we kind of like teaching, the national drinks and cocktails and foods and stuff. So that's our idea.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I started Hot Lunch to Go also in out of respect for Anthony Bourdain. And my goal was to travel all over the world and do my Hot Lunch show, my stream,
Hey, why not?
and then enjoy not the commercial restaurants, but like the real, like you said, the real places, and then do interviews with people from that city
That's awesome.
while we're there. So
That's
that's
awesome.
why we're here
See?
today.
See?
Yeah.
Two minds.
So this is awesome. Moving right
sounds
down
good.
there. What is this?
The tofu salad
Tofu salad.
with the cilantro vinaigrette. Very nice.
Once again, we're at Xi'an, Beverly Hills. If you haven't
It's amazing.
been here, put it on your bucket list of places to come to. Oh,
And I love their little patio area.
yes, this is nice. It's been beautiful people walking up and down the street all day today. That's been kind of nice too.
I love this area. I love people watching.
Wow.
Sit in a cafe, coffee, my $10 croissant, and just people watch.
Yeah.
There's all shapes. Then you get the tourists that come out and you're just like, oh, you're so cute. Thank you for coming.
Mark, was it 23 or 24? 20. How long have I lived here? Maybe 25 years? Maybe 25 years ago. That was us.
Wow.
Fresh little boys from Virginia.
It's like, oh, look at this, movie stars.
Yeah, we were like, oh, like, yeah.
Walking down the Hall of Fame and stuff.
Bought a t-shirt, most I've ever paid for a shirt ever in my life, like up to that point. Still own it too. I would not throw that shirt away.
You can't.
I cannot.
You can't.
It's a struggle to stay in it, but I will not throw that shirt
I'll
away.
wear it around the house, and that's about
Yeah,
it.
that's about it. I'm not throwing it away. Now, I've also read that you work privately for many elite clients and celebrities. Now, as your star power grows, how do you feel as a celebrity?
You know, it hasn't quite hit me just yet, only because it happened during the pandemic, so everything was covered.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd go out covered, and no one would know me, no one would see me, no one would recognize me. I did get recognized once. I have to admit, and I immediately called my husband, and I called Alicia. I'm just like, oh my God, you'll never guess what happened. So I was driving down, I think it was like Santa Monica Boulevard towards Beverly Hills to go to some store or something. And my Volkswagen, of course, I'm singing in the car because everybody sings in the car. And this guy pulls up next to me, and he kind of like looks, and I'm like, whatever, keep on going. I'm like, okay. And then we're at a red light together, and he goes, excuse me. And I'm like, yes. He goes, are you Chef Kori from Hell's Kitchen? I'm like, they didn't know how to react. And I was like, yes. And he's like, oh my God, my girlfriend and I love you. I can't wait to go home and tell her. Thank you. Have a great day. And like, speeds up, and he's like, I'm like, I saw the celebrity. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm the celebrity. And then I called him. I'm like, you'll never guess what just happened. Like, someone just recognized me. He's like, did you look good? I'm like, kinda. So it was one of those. It's so surreal still, but it's kind of nice though.
Yeah.
It's really cute. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way you can how do you keep that mind frame of, you know what I'm saying, of keeping it fresh like this whole time Because you don't want to be like 15 years down the road. And it's like, are you Chef Kori? It's like, yeah. What do you want? Like,
I think it'll never like go away because it's not going to be like I'm not a celebrity chef. You know what I mean? I'm not Gordon Ramsay.
Mhm.
I wish, God willing, one day.
Yet.
But yet. For Dana Ramsey. But it's one of those things where it's still kind of cool. You'll see that look every once in a while. Like they're kind of like, we got recognized a couple times here and there, but it's still kind of like it's kind of cool,
Yeah.
So,
Oh, have fun.
Yeah, I enjoy it still.
I hope you keep the young girlish quality all the
I
time
hope so.
about people recognizing you. Now, another observation that I've made in life is that if you have too much of a good thing, then it stops being special, or people start taking it for granted. I can ask Ian why he's right here, and then also for your son too. Since you always usually make amazing dishes, do you guys ever just want like a bowl of cereal? You're like, you know what? Can I just have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich like this? Okay.
Oh yes, that happens all the time. There'll be days I'm just like, I look at my husband, just like, yeah, you either Postmate or figure something out. I'm not getting off the couch today. He's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I'll have days with my son. We'll try to throw something together, and he's amazing as well in the kitchen too. So
Nice.
I have no problem with him saying, I got it.
Yeah.
His cousin came over the last weekend, and they were making sausage and cheesy eggs, and I made me breakfast. I'm thinking, I'm getting breakfast made. It's not even my birthday, So it's really nice to just sometimes, to throw down that 5-star dinner, and then sometimes it's macaroni and cheese and whatever's in the freezer, and thaw out leftovers and see what happens.
It's like an in the moment type of feeling. Like I don't really feel like cooking today. Well,
Exactly. There's days like I made carbonara yesterday with the tortellini, and I added a little bit of chorizo to it, and then I added pancetta to it, so it's more of like a spicy carbonara. It was actually really good. Like, turned out better than I thought. But yes, it's just kind of like in the mood of what I'm feeling, what I'm, feel like cooking something like, well, what do you want to eat? Just give me something that I have no idea what to cook.
When you have like a basic order, like, hey, can we have some hot dogs? Like, do you like spice up the hot dogs? Like, okay, I'll be your hot dogs, all right.
Okay. We get bougie.
We
get bougie.
Okay.
I get bougie with my hot dogs and the French fries, and so we'll have hot dogs and French fries for dinner, yes, but it's like the the Snake River Farm hot dogs. You know what I mean? On a brioche hot dog bun.
Yeah.
Caramelized onions and wrapped in bacon or something. It's not.
Sounds delicious. Sounds delicious. Now, do you ever? I want to remember what song it was. Eminem has a song where he says that like people aren't even impressed anymore; they're just used to it. And then, Ian, you're sitting right here too. Like when she goes all out, is it delicious? Like, and you still like enjoy it every time?
Absolutely.
Or you're just used to it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. Good.
Somebody asked me that not too long ago. Like, is it like great? I was like, and there's still dishes that are the best I've ever tasted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, and trust me, you get surprised all the time. I should be about 320.
Okay.
340. I just kind of shovel it in.
Yeah.
Like, more.
Yeah.
I'm stuffed, but more. But yeah, no, it doesn't get old.
Nice.
It's like she's doing it for the first time ever.
Nice. Hey, turn up. Okay. What is rule or step one when you first step into your kitchen?
Clean it.
Clean it.
I won't cook in a dirty kitchen. I'll go and like, I just dishes or something and just like, nope. I gotta organize, clean up the sink, clean all, just wipe it down, get it organized, and I'm always cleaning as I'm working.
Yes.
So dishes are basically whatever's on the table and maybe a pot or two on the stove. And then of course my amazing son is the dishwasher extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Take notes.
I titled him that.
Oh.
Yeah, he hates it, but I titled him that.
Okay.
Make him feel better about himself. But yeah, I try to clean, organize, because that way I can visually see and think, and
Sounds like
comes
my
out
mama.
better.
I learned that from my mama too.
Yeah.
Because my mom said the exact same thing. She walk into the kitchen, she's like, nope, nope, I'm not doing it. Somebody come in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's my mama. Turn up. Now, with some of the food ideas, how do you come up with the food ideas? Like, you have a dream and you wake up like, oh, I'm going to make that.
Motown tells me what to cook.
Motown. So that's what's playing in the background?
Motown, oldies, I got anybody old school in the background playing or some type of music, and I just kind of walk in the kitchen and it starts to feel, and then just it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I need to think of a menu or think of an idea or like really put together a menu, and I'll just call some Motown and then just go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Have you ever dreamed up a dish and then made it? And if so, what was it and how did it turn out?
Actually, the salsa that we're doing right now, I was looking for Mama Salsa, Mama Kori Salsa. We're actually in the process of putting it actually online.
Nice.
We're finishing up a couple little details, but I wanted something spicy but yet sweet to go with some of the hot wings. And I just kind of figured the spices into I love that Tabasco, like the red hot that you put with your hot wings.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't like the finished acid that it kind of left in your mouth. I wanted something a little bit cleaner. So I just kept kind of going around. I kept going to stores, kept going to Latin stores. I kept going to like downtown vegetable stands and just looking at vegetables, looking at fruits, looking at chilies, and trying to find something unique. And I found it. And I did, and I found the salsa. I made it, and it's bananas. Absolutely bananas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chopped tofu. Chopped tofu.
Is that me?
Yeah.
That might be me. Okay. Awesome. Thank
Shrimp
you.
asparagus.
Perfect.
Cracker Jack chicken fry.
Ooh. Oh, it looks beautiful. Big old chunks of asparagus in there.
Label of pork.
Oh, everything has been amazing.
Thank you,
Thank you
Cece.
so much.
Need a pork, right?
I was right here. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
You want it?
Thank you. Oh my God, it's so good.
oh.
And one thing I told myself,
Mm.
if I'm gonna be doing this show around the world, I gotta start eating meat again. Because I stopped eating meat maybe like 12, 13 years ago. I'm like, but there's no way that I can travel around and not eat meat.
But
Yeah.
meat in other countries is different. It's healthier. It's leaner. It's got a different flavor to it. Like I've noticed that when I go to Mexico, it tastes, it looks, it smells different.
Mhm.
So it's not as I don't know,
Chemically?
processed and stuff. Because you don't have all the money for the chemicals and the processes and all that stuff in other countries. So it's leaner, it's different colors, different texture, it's smaller. Even the eggs are like almost an orange color instead of like bright yellow. So well, even like you said, your daughter can eat chicken.
She can eat chicken overseas. Can eat here.
Wow.
So.
Oh,
And to go to those
America.
farmers markets in Mexico and just to see all that stuff out and open, it just love it, absolutely love it.
I have to put that on my to-do list.
Oh, please do.
Because even though my kid's high school is next to a cow farm, so it's not sexy at all.
That's funny.
It's zero sexy because
Yeah,
there's
nah.
no grass. I'm like, okay, these animals need grass to eat, but they live in dirt and mud, and they just feed them hay. And I'm
Hey.
like, this is awful,
Yeah.
and it stinks too. So.
What happy cows in California?
Say again?
No happy cows in
Oh,
California.
yeah, no, there's not. Especially going up the 5 freeway. Oh my gosh.
Mm,
Once again, we're at Xi'an in Beverly Hills,
amazing.
and this is delicious.
Fresh and crunchy. I love it.
What'd you get?
Shrimp and asparagus.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I have to ask Cece what she said the name of the rice is. Excuse me. What's the name of the rice? The rice, I think you said it was like power rice or.
Hold on,
Yes.
What is it?
She specially made this.
Ooh. Mm. Well, if you need any groupies to go with you, we'll travel with you.
Okay.
Where's mine?
Mm.
I also got the idea from majority of the shows that my wife watches. Most of them are in Korean.
Oh, lovely.
And that's how they get to know each other.
Mhm.
Because they cook and eat.
Mhm.
Every show, no matter what, they cook and eat.
Yep.
And I'm like, That's a good idea.
Yep.
But that's when people meet and talk and stuff the most is over food.
Yeah.
So,
When you're happy, when you're full.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
No one's fun to be around when they're hangry.
No. Mm-mm. That is beautiful.
Okay. I also believe I read that your grandmother's enchiladas was your favorite dish to make. Okay. What are some of your favorite dishes to eat and why?
Ooh. I'm starting to go only because in Mexico I didn't get a lot of Asian or Middle Eastern food.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going a little Middle Eastern right now. I've gone even Indian. I love just the flavors and the textures and the colors that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting to go dabble in. But to me, it's, tacos. Some type of
Tacos, turn
street
up.
tacos, some type of just something you can feel the heart and soul of. I always make Ian's dishes, the seafood enchiladas,
Mm-hmm.
or chile rellenos that his grandmother used to make. So it's one of those that little special dish that doesn't happen all the time, but it's that special occasion, special moment.
Uh-huh.
My mother's carnitas are phenomenal, absolutely
Yeah.
phenomenal. So stuff like that. Obviously barbecue with my dad. My dad is a meat potato lover, so it's just to have that barbecue moment, just to see him happy next to the grill, grilling something, drinking a cold beer, and just the little things,
Yeah. Nice. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Big G's joint.
Big G,
Your mom's
Hmm?
Your mom. Big G joint.
hi Big G. Oh,
Big G.
Grandma. Hi,
Hey,
Grandma.
Grandma. Do you have any other talents and gifts that you wouldn't mind sharing with us?
Well, I don't sing.
Okay.
And I won't even try.
What you say you do in the car?
In the car, because I'm by myself,
Mhm.
and no one can throw something at me. I sound like cat heat when I sing, and I know that, so I keep it private in myself.
You better let it fly. I sound awful. I sing all the time. I don't care. Like, You songs are... I got to get the video from my wife, but we went not too long ago, and we saw D Nice at the Hollywood Bowl, and
Ooh.
Deborah Cox came out and saying nobody's supposed to be here. If you weren't singing, I thought something would be wrong with
Yeah.
you. You have to sing along with that song, like.
Yeah. When I'm drowned out by everybody else around me, I'll be
Okay.
100%. But by myself, karaoke, no. I love to swim. I am heavy into swimming.
Really?
My dad was a surfer, junior lifeguard, paddle boarding, surfing, diving, anything water related. I'm a fish out of water. 100%. And then obviously, big into cars.
Okay.
Grew up motorcycle riding, off-roading with my dad. My husband
Like
and I,
fixing cars,
fixing cars,
Really?
repairing cars.
Okay,
My
cool.
husband and I are in the process of getting a 5-window Chevy, about 51. So we're in the process of getting an old classic and working it up. So big need for speed.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know zero things about cars. I can change the oil, maybe.
Hey, that's
What's that?
No, sorry. I can take it to Pet Boys and have the oil changed. There we go. Now, do you feel as a chef, is there anything else for you to learn? Like directly, what would you want to learn? Like, I want to learn how to do that.
Absolutely. I want to learn a little bit more of bread baking, only because it's such a science. It's the humidity in the air, it's the climate, it's the flour, it's the water. I mean, it's everything. The type of salt you use. I mean, you wouldn't think that bread was so technical, but it is. And I would love to learn a lot more about it. That's something I'd love to kind of dive right into.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't like eating chocolate. I'm not a
Okay.
big chocolate person, but I love working with it. It's so versatile. It's such a beautiful. Yeah, it's just so diverse. You put it in pastries, you can put it in desserts, you can put it in ice cream, you can just make it by itself. Like it's absolutely gorgeous, molding it and stuff. So, I mean, chocolate and bread, I think, I would love to just jump into it for a bit and kind of concentrate on.
Gotcha.
A lot of friends from India saying hello at 3 a.m.
Oh, hey, India. Hi. Good morning. Very good morning.
My last question on my list, and I'll see if anybody online has any questions. But in my house, there's a lot of baking and cooking shows all the time. That's all my daughters watch 24/7. Now, is there like different worlds between bakers and chefs? Like, is it a mutual respect for one another, or is it beef for one another? Like, y'all don't do what we do. Like, y'all don't do what we do. Like,
I think there is. I respect both sides only because I've been on both sides. I understand how technical baking, ice cream making, bread bakers are compared to chefs. Chefs more, we can throw it together and figure it out, you know. And bakers need more, like I said, it's more technical, more science part. But we love, I mean, shoot, any culinary show on, whether it's dumb, small, big, large, whatever it is, we're glued. And, well, I wouldn't do that. We're sitting there yelling at the television. That's that.
We were just watching a baking show last night.
Oh, yeah, the one with Baker's Dozen with Tia from Sister, Tia and Tamara.
I've seen that one yet.
Yeah, so they bring in 13 chefs, pastry, professionally trained and non-professionally trained chefs, and they make decorated cookies or something. And then they bring 5 into the Baker's Dozen bakery, and then they cook 13 exactly the same pastries, and then whoever the final 3 are go to the final 3, and it's like bake something worthy of internet worthy or something, and then that one is the one.
We're watching. My daughter has to tell me the name of it. One where like they have an engineer and a baker working together, and they one of the episodes they made like a bridge. They had to make a boat that floats, like it was still a cake, but it had to float in the water.
Really?
Like it was awesome.
Oh.
Because it was ingenuity at its finest.
Oh my God,
So
my dad would love that.
Yeah, it was cool.
That
You know,
would be
I was
fun.
floored by the stuff that they were making, and then it had to taste good. So you had to bake something that tastes delicious that can float on water, and they figured it out.
That's awesome. That would be something fun.
Yeah.
I can see Cohen and I doing something like that. My son's very engineering.
Awesome. I can't see this thing on here. Jump over to the fourth number. Ask her, what is the one thing you wish you was better at when it comes to cooking?
Ooh. The one thing I wish I was better at. I would say pastries. I'm not a big sweet person, but I enjoy making pastries. I think decorating them and like petit fours and little tiny stuff like that, I wish I was better at.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I could do more of that. That would be fun. I know someone would be happy.
Your dad mentioned his father's
Asking you what?
pineapple cake.
Oh, that's right.
No. Ask. I don't understand. Okay. Chicken online. DJ Ism, that's what he asked. Is there a proper way to ask for a refund? DJ Ism said, is there a proper way to ask for a refund from a chef if you didn't like the meal?
Wow. I think if you politely pull the chef aside and say, listen, I know this is your creation. I know this is your idea. I just didn't enjoy it. It wasn't my cup of tea. I didn't like it. But no. I think it's not an obligation, but I think depending on the situation, the chef should be like, you know what, I apologize for being trying to do something different. And if they say, no, I'm good, thank you. And take off that one dish, not the whole dinner table, but try to appease. Because you didn't enjoy it, you didn't eat all of it.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But
DJ Ism, don't order something you don't want to eat.
Sean Antonio, what's your absolute favorite dish to make that you can eat all day long?
Ooh, hey Antonio.
Hey, Sean.
Hi. Favorite dish that I can make and eat all the time? Ooh. I would probably have to say that chicken, the fettuccine carbonara. Yeah, carbonara is that egg yolk in there with the chunks of chicken or bacon and the fresh pasta. Like I could eat pasta every day, all day.
Word.
Especially homemade pasta.
Do you make the noodles and all that? Like, I have to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
I still buy my noodles.
But it's one of those things where it's time consuming, yes, but it's simple. I mean, it's eggs, oil, flour. It's not a lot, but it's just that getting used to, and you're having the patience to do it.
Think about it. Kira, can you make some noodles? My daughter can handle it. She's pretty good.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kira.
Come on, Kira, get it.
Another question online is, what is a meal that smells bad but tastes good?
Ooh. Ooh.
Why you think? I have to say it took me a while before I started eating kimchi.
Okay.
So they would have it all the
Smell
time,
like feet.
and yeah, I was like,
Smells
ugh,
like
for
feet.
years,
Yeah.
disrespectfully for years. And then I ate it one day. It was like, oh, sorry,
Yeah, my bad.
my bad.
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
I mean, and I know, I apologize to my people. I can't do tripe. Can't do it.
What's a tripe?
Tripe is the intestines of the animal.
Like
Yeah.
chickens?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. I've tried it every which way. I've tried it fried. I've tried it baked. I've tried it boiled. The smell, taste, I just can't do it. But I did overcome tongue. I did start eating beef tongue.
What
Only
is that
because
like?
it actually was really good. I was very surprised. It smells and looks like a big old tongue, boil it in
Is
a
it
pot of
chewy?
water. No, done right, it's not, because
Really?
they peel off the outside of the tongue, and so it's just this tender meat. And so I have to admit, once it was done properly, and I learned how to properly cook it, I was very surprised. So
Word.
yeah,
Okay.
beef tongue is a little strong to the smell and to the sight. You know,
Okay.
everything is great. Thank
Perfect.
you.
Thank you.
So yeah.
I think it's called Dorian. I shouldn't say it because I don't know how to pronounce it. But it was when I was in Hong Kong, and I went out with a group, and you could buy it on the street. I think it's called Dorian. So it's like a fruit.
Oh,
God awful. Like I was like,
Yes.
I didn't want to be immature. I'm like, I cannot pretend like this
Yeah.
doesn't smell bad.
it's
But they were dogging it. They were like, this is so good.
no, not jackfruit. It's those ones.
It looks
that,
like a jackfruit.
It looks like a jackfruit. It's the ones that John has in the garden. They're green, little spikes on them,
Yeah.
little black seeds in them. I know exactly what you're talking about. And yes, is it three?
Dorian.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
rough.
Oh yeah, it's.
Shout out to my Chinese brothers and sisters,
Yes.
but that one's rough.
But I have to admit, I can't wait to go to Asia in general, anywhere, and just
Yeah.
I want to eat everything. I want street food. I want Michelin star. I want Mama Kitchen.
It's all
yes,
over there.
I do. And my husband and I have promised that the street food, even though it's as not savvy as we are and a lot of their stuff they eat, I'm willing to at least try it. I'm going to give myself I got to at least try it, because I can't go off of the way it looks and the way it smells.
Yes.
I got to at least say, hey, you know what? I'm in your country. I'm in your culture. I'm going to embrace.
Yeah.
And
Just eat it.
Yes, yes.
But I find most of the places that look like holes in the walls are the best places to get
Yes.
food. I used to live in
Yes.
Columbia, South Carolina as a kid. We used to live on this place called Short Street
Yep.
down in the hood. And this place on the corner had the best cheeseburger ever on that nasty, dirty grill.
Mhm.
I think that nastiness in the dirt
Yep.
that makes it taste it. Yeah.
Love. Layers of love.
Oh, I used to love when we would go there to get hamburgers. I've never had a cheeseburger better than that in my life. Shout out to Dirt.
Yeah.
Another question from online is: do the dishes you make get better when you cook them, or is it a signature taste? Like Ian, I guess I can ask you that too. Is there anything that she makes is like, wow, this seems to get better every time you make it, or is it like, okay, boom, this is
It's a different good.
okay?
It's different. It's not. It doesn't get better. It just it just went a different direction.
Gotcha.
Different direction. You know what I mean? It's just enough to be great and not be compared to
Gotcha.
the other time. You know what I mean?
Makes perfect sense.
Although like change up an ingredient or change up a style of doing it sometimes, just kind of like just to play with it.
Mhm.
Like I did the carbonara. I added the chorizo to it to add that different flavor to it instead of just bacon.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh, why not? And it came out great. A nice little spice to it. I liked it.
Nice. All right. Another question from online is that can you suggest a new dish that most probably don't get to sample?
Ooh. Mole.
Mole.
Mexico has about 12 or 13 different color moles. It's not all the chocolate one from Puebla.
What's a mole? I'm
So-
ignorant.
Mole is almost like a sauce. And it's a very complex sauce. It has all the spices and the ingredients, the chilies, and some of them have chocolate in it, some of them have nuts in them. I mean, it's 18 different ingredients to make this one sauce.
Wow.
And it's toasting it and burning it and then crushing it and then sauteing it and then boiling it and then pureeing it. And then, I mean, it's days of preparation.
Wow.
But it's one of those things where you just gotta try it, especially in its element. And it's just, to me, moles are amazing, absolutely amazing.
Is this something that you should make or get homemade? Like,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. It's definitely it's that, you know, some people just have that one specialty. That's that one specialty. You gotta find that right spot that makes
Good mole.
Yeah.
DJ Ism, it's
Mole.
mole.
Ellery?
Yeah.
Hi, Ellery.
Let me see. Anybody on Vigo have any questions before we wrap this up? Any questions before we wrap this up? We're going to be wrapping this up soon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out.
I would love
I do
to.
appreciate you. If you're not following, be sure to hit the follow button. Turn up. King Batman, what's up? So I just give you guys a quick moment. If you have any more questions before we get out of here, let me know. Thank you guys for the taps. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the shares. Appreciate you. Turn up.
Well, thank you for inviting me to lunch. It's been amazing. It's been truly amazing.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Great meeting you.
Yes.
After watching on TV and everything, it's like,
I
hey.
know her.
Awesome. Can't wait to try your sauce too.
Yes. I'll have to send you some, please.
We are some salsers in our house.
Oh, yes?
Are those people who eat salsers?
Yeah, sure.
We'll be okay.
We'll call them that.
We're
We'll call them
salsers.
that.
Yeah.
Saucers.
Yeah, we're salsers. You know, like a good sauce. Alrighty. I'm gonna give you the 5. Is it Renwick? It would be nice if she could cook for 10 of us. Well, you can pay for it, Renwick. If you want to hire her, that's
Send me a DM.
yeah.
Go on.
That's a reality. You gotta pay for it though, but that's a reality. You can do that. Now, Peterson, did you have any questions? Now, I was talking to Now yesterday, and I told him you were going to be on. And Now wants to get, he wants to be a sous chef. Is that what you said, Now? I want to make sure I said that correct. It was just his birthday too. So come on now, hurry up with questions offline. Any questions now? You had all night to think of prep cook. He wants to be a prep cook.
Prep cook. Oh, that's a good job.
What is a prep cook?
Prep cook is the one that preps everything, all the cuts, all the sauces, everything before it goes to the actual line cook that cooks it. So all the little vegetables, all the sauces, all that stuff. They're the backbone of the kitchen.
Got you.
Yeah. It's a hard job.
Any questions
Hi,
now?
Crystal.
Any questions now? Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Oh well.
Man. Well, in closing, anything you want to give them your socials, what's coming up next, and
Yeah, obviously it's Chef Kori LA on my Instagram, Mama Kori Salsa on my Instagram. Like I say, we're coming out with our salsa, Mama Kori Salsa coming soon in the next week or so. We'll be live on online. So yeah, that's that's right. I'm going to Puerto Vallarta. Thank you, my hometown, loving it. To the gastronomical festival. Every year they have a big, huge gastronomical festival that the major hotels invite an international chef to take over their restaurant for about 10 days.
Nice.
So yes, we're flying out on the 10th to Puerto Vallarta.
How do you prep for something like? Do you already know what you're going to make, or do you well,
I have no idea. I got to figure it out this week anyways. But yeah, I'll be doing a tasting menu, a couple appetizers for the gala. So very, very, very excited.
Awesome. Well, it was very nice meeting you.
Yes, nice meeting you too.
Nice meeting you
Thank
too, Ian.
You too, my
Yeah,
man.
man.
Thank you.
Once again, we're here at Xi'an. So y'all, if you're in Beverly Hills, come to Xi'an, say hi to CC, and they'll take care of you.
Yes.
All right, you guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.